Oh yeah, the last weapon was Tommy gun. Yeah, yeah, because I already have two M1 Garand. Yeah, and the last one was Tommy gun.
10 months, man, between fights. Why have you been out for so long?
Because I has the elbow injury, so I was in the surgery and I has one operation my elbow, so uh, I needed time to recovery, and I has another some small injury my ankle, my knee, so everything was broken. So I just take a time, and now I'm ready,
Yeah, of
finally.
course, of course. Did you get the injury in your last fight? The elbow?
No, no, no. It was uh, the elbow injury was maybe the problem about 1 year. Yeah,
Oh.
the long time.
So did it bother you a lot in that
Yeah,
fight?
yes, exactly. Yeah, I was injured in this fight. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, so even they change your opponent last minute and you're injured, you still took the fight.
that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah,
So when you're fighting somebody that you trained with before, was it a difficult situation like the last fight?
yeah. I don't like it. I because I was at the training camp in Extreme Couture, and I trained with my last opponent, and he was really nice guy. He helped me in my second fight in UFC, and he was good. I would like to be the different guy, maybe guy from I don't know Russia, Brazil guy, the guy from far away, not the guy who's my training partners.
Yeah, you went in there anyways. Got a beautiful, one arm rear naked choke. Is that something you practice a lot?
Yeah, I practice a lot. Yeah, it's my favorite technique, and it works. Yeah, some people is laughing because it's really strange. Beat someone with just one hand, but yeah, I did it. Yeah, it's my favorite technique.
It's an incredible technique because not many people are able to do that. Like a one arm choke. Most people they're not really. It doesn't seem dangerous to them, but you finish
Yeah,
the fight with it, so it's
yeah,
nice. And you get your first finish in the UFC. So now that maybe that pressure is off a little bit of finishing a fight in the octagon.
yeah. I would like to finish my fight in Columbus, but I don't think about it. Yeah, I want to make my best, and I want to show everything what I do in last 10 months. Yeah. It doesn't matter if I will finish him in first round or it will be decision victory. I don't care about it.
I wanted to go back to the elbow, the surgery. How did the surgery go, and how was the recovery?
Yeah, it was really good recovery. I spent just few days in hospital, and after that I was maybe 1 month out of training. But after that I go back to my training camp and start just light training, because if you have injuries, you cannot go as fast as possible. You have to start slowly. So the recovery was really good. Yeah, I was patient.
For 1 month, you can't train. So what did you do? How did you stay busy?
Yeah, it's all the time. It's a hard time for me, because I want to train every day. So I was at home with my girl and with my cat, and yeah, I just chill, just play some games and some watch a lot of movies. Yeah.
What were some of the movies?
Oh, I prefer war movies about war in Vietnam and Korea, World War II, between the Germans and the American. Yeah. That's the reason why I collect the weapons. World War guns. Yeah, I'm small collector.
Okay, I didn't know that. Like we've talked before. You never mentioned you collect
Yeah.
war
Okay.
weapons. That's nice. I like that. That's a good hobby. And what's the last thing you bought? Last, weapon?
Oh yeah, the last weapon was Tommy gun. Yeah, yeah, because I already have two M1 Garand. Yeah, and the last one was Tommy gun.
Man, I'm gonna have to go to Czech Republic to go check out your collection. I want to see it. Maybe.
Okay, I can send you some picture.
Yeah, send me some. Yeah, yeah, I would like to see those, especially the
Oh,
Tommy gun. That I like that. I like that weapon. That's an interesting one.
yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you return to the cage against Matheus Nicolau. He's number 8. You're number 10. Always good to be fighting somebody ahead of you in the rankings. What do you think of him and the matchup?
It will be a really good fight, because this guy is really good at the stand-up game. He's good jiu-jitsu guy. He know how to wrestle. So he's complex fighter like me, and it will be fun because he he's a little bit similar like me. When I see him, I see myself. So I want to show my best and take the victory and be number 8, and in the future go to close to the top 5 as soon as possible.
On your trip to Columbus, right now you're in Columbus. You went there
Yeah,
what, 2 weeks ahead of the fight?
3 weeks before the fight.
2 weeks
Yeah.
before that. But before you went to Columbus, I saw you went to New York.
Yes, yes, because we missed the flight. Uh, yeah, but it wasn't our fault.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fault of Delta Airlines. So we spent few hours in New York, visit Times Square, Manhattan. It was really good. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, of course. Have you been to New York before, or was that
Yeah,
first time?
yeah. I was in New York in 2015
Hmm.
for 1 week. It was a time when I was lifeguard, and I spent 1 week in New York.
A lifeguard?
Yes, yes.
You were working in New York?
No, no, no. I work in Washington,
Hmm.
but I was at the trip in New York for 1 week.
So
But I
you're
was, yeah, I was lifeguard in the small town near Washington D.C.
how did you end up as a lifeguard in a small town in Washington D.C.? How did that happen?
Because visit America was my dream. So in our country, it's a program for students. It's work and travel program. So I was three months in Washington, life lifeguard, and last month we just travel around the USA. So I spent all my money for traveling.
I actually used to live near Washington D.C. when I was a young kid too, in Aberdeen. Do you know that town? It's
No, no,
nearby
no.
Aberdeen, Baltimore area.
But
That area over there.
yeah,
But
I know, no, no. I
yeah,
was in Manassas
okay,
city.
okay, yeah. There's a lot of little cities and towns over there. But were you training at that time when you were in a
Yes, yeah,
lifeguard?
yeah. I trained there
Mm-hmm.
in one guard gym. It was really, really cool gym. Uh, they were specialists for BJJ, but I met some guys who train MMA.
Yeah, and when you were in New York, you said a couple hours. Was it enough time to maybe train, or it was no time? You just visit Times Square and just get on a plane again.
Yeah, just visit Times Square and look some big buildings and go back to the fight.
All right. So you get to Columbus. Where are you training at? Is there a gym out there that you guys met up with?
Yeah, we're training in Running Training Center. It's really a big gym, and we're training there. And in this place, we have everything. The cage, ring, some stuff for the weightlifting, everything. Yeah, everything there is perfect.
How is Columbus? How do you like it?
It's nice. It's clean city. When I was in Vegas, a lot of times, the Vegas is really dirty. A lot of poor people, homeless, and stuff like that. So Columbus is much better.
Yeah, you like the small town kind of environment. It's better for
Yes,
you.
yes, exactly. Especially because I'm the guy from small village, so I prefer the little bit quiet city than Vegas. Vegas is
So before you go to Columbus, you did your training camp in the Czech Republic. You know, anything different about this training camp that has changed?
yes, because I was in Vegas for training camp, and I spent 3 weeks in Extreme Couture, and trained with guys like Sterling, Amir Albazin, many other really good small guys, and I was in Poland at the Jan Blachowicz gym in Wrocław. Yeah, so I spent 1 week there and make a lot of experience because I was there at the same training camp when he has the last fight with Glover Teixeira. Yeah, at the same training camp. Yeah, so I travel a lot.
A lot of sparring sessions with Jan. He's a big
Yeah,
boy.
no, maybe in my future life.
Yeah, he's a big boy right there,
Yeah,
But how is it being around him? I mean, that's a champion. You kind of see like what a champion has to go through. It must be a good influence for you, to be together with him and training with him and training with his coaches.
yeah. We try to learn a lot for this guy. For example, when I was in Extreme Couture, I saw the guy like Francis Ngannou and how he train, how he doing what he do. So I try to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be helpful, as you grow in your career. I remember after your last fight, you said that you had one fight left on your contract. Did you sign a new contract with this fight coming up?
Yes. I signed the new contract before this fight. So yeah, after my third fight, we signed new contract for new 4 fights. So now we have a future in UFC.
That's good. That's good. That's great to hear. You're ranked, so what I mean. You should be getting a good contract, for this fight. And how do you see this fight? You talked about it a little bit earlier about how you see the fight
Yeah.
happening. Where do you feel like your strengths are against Nikolai?
Uh, I believe in myself, so um, I know that I will win this fight for 100%. So I don't know what what can I say about him because he looks like nice guy. He don't do trash talk or something like that. So I don't want to say something bad about him. He's a good guy, and I just want to beat him. That's all.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough, David.
Yeah. And after the fight, we can go and make some fun and go to the beer and
Mhm.
talk about our fight.
For sure. And after your fight at UFC Columbus, Kai Kara France will fight, Askar Askarov.
Oh,
Probably, a title shot is on the line in that fight. Who do you think will win that fight, and how do you see them winning the fight?
uh, I'm fan of Kaikara France, and I would like to see him be the Askar Askarov, but I don't believe it. Because the Askar is really growing up. His stand-up game is really good, but his wrestling is pretty amazing. That guy is something like Mighty Mouse. So yeah, I think that Askar will be winner in this fight.
Your fellow countryman Yuri Prohaska, he will be fighting for the title soon, and it's great to see. What I mean, like the Czech Republic is coming up. You're one of the guys that are the top fighters
I,
in the world, right? And if he becomes UFC champion, how will that change MMA? Do you think in Czech Republic? Will it just blow up bigger than it is already?
oh, I don't think so because the MMA in our country is growing up really fast. But if Yuri will be the champion, uh, I think the gate for the many fighters will be open. Maybe for UFC, Bellator, because everyone will know about our country. In this time we have a lot of good organization like Octagon and many former UFC fighters going to the Octagon because they're doing really big show and it's really good organization. But if Denisa will be winner, we can open the gate. I
Yeah,
think.
definitely. And you know, you're doing it too. You know, you're opening the gate too. You're making your stamp in the UFC as well. How do you see him beating Glover Teixeira?
Uh, in stand-up game, because Yeri is different. He, I never met the guy, never met guy like him. You know, he's like, uh, he's like Hulk. He don't think about it. He just wanna beat everyone. He don't think about future in 10 years. He just wanna beat everyone. Yeah. So I believe that he will be winner.
Something spectacular, right? He's always doing something unique,
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah. His knockout performance is pretty amazing. Yeah. Today I saw his fight with Carl Albrechtson in Resin, and that guy, the Sweden guy, was in the top position, and he beat Denisa to the face. Just make some hammer fist and elbow punches, and Denisa talked to him, punch more, punch more. He's crazy. And after that fight, Denisa said, I just want to try his strongest punch. You know, he's different.
He's different. He's different.
Yeah.
But I love him for it. You know, I love
Yeah.
him because he's
Me,
different.
me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
March 26th, UFC Columbus. David, you're back in action. Thank you so much for the time. Good luck on the rest of the camp and all the best in the fight.
Thank you so much. See you.